Good morning students, welcome back. In the previous class I had discussed with you adjustment in close accounts with question number 49a. I wish to discuss some more questions on that. Open to page 1.132, question number 52 in the new book, question number 50 of the old book. If we have the old book, it is there also. We have three partners here, A, B and C, who are partners in a firm. On 1st April 2015, their capital stood at 5 lakh, 2 lakh 50,000 and 2 lakh 50,000 respectively. As per the provision of the partnership deed, C was entitled for a salary of rupees 10,000 per month. Partners were entitled to interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. Profits were to be shared in the ratios of capitals, that is 5 lakh is to 2 lakh 50,000 is to 2 lakh 50,000, or when you reduce it comes to 50 is to 25 is to 25, or 2 is to 1 is to 1. The net profit for the year ended 31st March of 2016 of rupees 3,30,000 was divided equally without making the above adjustments. So there is error in recording and error in distributing the profits. They were divided the wrong ratio. Pass and adjusting entry to rectify the above error. Now since we have three partners, we will be maintaining four columns along with the total column. Question number 52 first of all, mention that in your register. In the center, adjustment table. Extreme corner will be a total column. Since we have three partners, so A, B and C. A, B and C. It says C was entitled to a salary of rupees 10,000 per month. So salary, you can begin with salary. 10,000 per month means 10,000 to 12, 1 lakh 20,000. Since no salary allowed to A and B, put a dash. Total also comes to 1 lakh 20,000. Then we have interest on capital at the rate of 5% on their capitals. Now please note, interest on capital is always calculated on the capital given on 1st April or at the beginning of the accounting year, which is called opening capital. So it is given here on 1st April 2015. It is called opening capital. If it is not given, it is given in the end of the year. We have to find the opening capital. That I will do in another question. I will explain to you. So we have interest on capital. Next, interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum, which comes to 25,000 for A, 5% of 5 lakhs, 5% of 2 lakh 50,000 comes to 12,500. Same for C also. When you add, it should come to 50,000. Any other item to be credited? No, we have only salary and interest on capital. So add. These are normally credited to partner's capital account. It comes to 1,70,000. This comes to 1,32,500. This comes to 12,500 and 25,000. These are credited to partner's capital account normally in the account. Then we have any other item to be debited? No. Since the profit has already been divided 3,30,000, first we will find out what is the net profit when this expense is deducted from the profit. So we will divide the remaining profit, that is 3,30,000 minus 1,70,000 in the ratio of 2:1:1. That is their actual profit they should get at the end of the year. Add division of remaining profit. Division of remaining profits of rupees 3,30,000 minus 1,70,000 gives you 1,60,000. You can mention there 3,30,000 minus 1 lakh, that is, on this we mention like this, 1,70,000 in 2:1 ratio. This will also be credited, means it will be entitled to the partner, so it will be credited. The share is coming 80,000 for A, 40,000 for B, and 40,000 for C. Total comes to 1,60,000. So total profit was 3,30,000. Of that, 1,70,000 are the expenses. So the remaining divisible profit should have been credited to partners capital account. If you recall your PL appropriation account, we used to debit all these items and minus from the profit to give you net divisible profit of 1 lakh, which is divided in the provision ratio. So instead of doing in the PL appropriation account or capital account, we have to do this in the adjustment table to rectify the error, and that's why we have done this. Now add, this is also credited item because both are credit. 1,05,000, 1 lakh, no, not 1 lakh, it will be 52,500. This 40 plus 1,32,000 give 1,72,500. Now continuing, I'll continue the two from there. The last was 1,05,000, 52,500, 1,72,500, and total was coming 3,30,000. This was credit item. Now, and the question is given that the net profit for the year 3,30,000 was divided equally already without making the above adjustment. So we will subtract write off. Write off means you must have credited already the capital account. Now you have to debit it or write off. So we can't do in the capital account. We will do in the adjustment table like this. Less profit of rupees 3,30,000 already distributed in 1:1 ratio equally. So this will be debited. So 3,30,000 in the ratio of 1:1 comes to 1,10,000 each. Gives a total of 3,30,000. Now you subtract each column. This gives you balance of rupees 5,000. This is called net effect also. You will mention there. Since debit is more, you write there debit. Here again debit is more. The difference is coming 57,500. We can do the calculator and check. 57,500 again debit, and credit is more by 62,500 credit. You may check both debit should be equal to credit. That is why debit side should be equal to credit side. Then the GNP can be passed. And since when we minus debit credit, it should be nil. Close your journal entry. Then you write adjustment entry. Journal with the columns, and you can see in the solution they have given the hint already. A's capital account will be debit with rupees 5,000. B's capital account will be debit with 57,500. To C's capital account with rupees 62,500. Being adjustment for omissions. That's all. Since the capitals are not given fixed, it will be treated as fluctuating capital. Next turn, I will do questions on opening capital, where the capitals, closing capitals are given. You have to find the opening capital.